What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is many people's most anticipated show, game, movie of the year. Because 17 years ago, a French studio put out a season of television that was revered worldwide. And in the intervening years, wars have been fought, children have been born, adults have gotten careers, jobs, PhDs. And it's finally time for season 2 to appear on Netflix. I'm talking, of course, about Arcane.
It was not 17 years ago.
Thanks. So in improv, there's an idea of yes-anding your partner. And Clarus's improv class was, no, my husband is stupid.
I just thought you were wrong. I was very confused. I thought maybe Arcane was originally pitched 17 years ago. I was trying to figure out where this was going.
It was just a joke.
Great. I love that for us.
Yeah. Cool. Let's watch the trailer for season 2 of Arcane.
You were right, Kate. My sister is gone. There's only Jinx now.
I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
I'm ready.
To return
They
peace
still
to the
got
city,
it.
we must declare martial law.
Topside is the real enemy. You have the chance to rally the Undercity together. You're a symbol. So what are you planning?
Watch it all burn.
Oh, that's a beautiful destruction.
Yeah, right?
The colors are just disgusting.
I know. It's so good.
You felt it, haven't you?
The Arcane is waking up.
Wow.
Sometimes
Holy
taking a leap
shit.
forward means leaving a few things behind.
This has to end.
Oh, God of War. Was she
Then
her girlfriend?
stop me.
No Jinx outfit unlocked.
Love it.
What happens this season?
Apparently a lot. I feel like that trailer showed a lot and nothing at the same time. Wow. It looks sick as fuck.
There is no talking this season. It is just explosions.
Yeah.
Much like a Michael Bay movie, but, you can tell things apart.
Oh my god.
Okay, look, the first Transformers movie you can't, but, later on, it's just metal grinding against metal.
Sure.
I'm excited. That looks very
I'm so
good.
excited. We gotta rewatch season 1. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Every time I see stills from the show, clips from the show,
Cosplay from the show.
I know, it's the most beautiful freaking thing I think I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'm obsessed with the art style and everyone who worked on it. I'm just wow, in awe, literally in awe.
I am so curious about the fact that we don't see Jace once in the trailer.
Dead.
Because one of my feelings about season
Dead.
1 was that I felt like the final episode was a great final Jinx episode, but it didn't do, in my opinion, the best job ending everybody's season.
Yeah.
And particularly Jace's.
Yeah, it was a little unsatisfactory.
And so I think that if he is just dead, that is the ballsiest fucking thing that they could do, and I would love them for it. Because not every story gets a satisfying ending, right?
Yeah.
And for Jace's story to have been... Because in some ways, Jace is the right leader for the moment, right? He's like trying to bring in this new technology that could be beneficial for everyone.
Yeah.
And if he dies, and obviously he has flaws. I'm not saying he's a perfect person.
Yeah.
But if he dies and that technology falls into hands that are less optimistic about its future,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It is an interesting story to, the legacy of this man becomes that he wasn't around to shape it, right? And history's filled with men who weren't around to shape the, way in which their technology would eventually be used.
Yeah.
And I think there's a really interesting story there in him being dead. I have a feeling he does show up in some way in this season. But we'll see what that is. I really love the visuals around I can't remember these characters' names. Jace's girlfriend. The like hot black lady.
I don't think we saw her. I only saw her mom.
I know, but her people.
Yeah.
Her mom looks like, I think it might have been her that had the God of War chain blades.
Maybe, I think, yeah.
It was very fast.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
The design of her people.
Yeah.
Those like gold masks with the red is so interesting in contrast to the blue of the like Piltover police.
Yeah.
And I really do feel like this season is going to coalesce around Piltover versus the Undercity. It's not Zadash. That's Critical Role. I have too many fictional places in my head. Those two fighting against one another until they realize that the actual bad guy is the red-garbed people from afar.
Yeah.
And then it's actually not even the red-garbed people from afar, but all three of those factions who hate each other are going to have to work together to fight against the demon people created by...
whatever the
What's his face?
arcane creations were... I
can't remember anyone's name, but...
I know. Because it's been so long, and I understand animation takes time. I know. It's just like, man,
It's
really
been
need a rewatch.
17 years.
Yeah. That's...
See? Yes, and. There we go.
a lot of time.
I got it out of her. It just took the entire video.
It's like almost a fully fledged adult.
Almost.
Almost.
Well, I don't know.
Legally.
I think you become an adult at like 25.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
legally.
And in a few years, I'll be like, you become an adult at 30. I
keeps
keep getting older, and my barrier for entry to adulthood keeps
Oh my
getting
God,
higher
you're
with
such
me.
a boomer.
No, it's not being a boomer. It's judgmental, not of other people, but of myself, right? It's looking at, it is the effect of looking at 5 years ago me and going, what was I doing?
Yeah.
And I keep going
get
through that cycle. I think that it's going to be interesting to see if Jinx has a similar experience like that in this season, where she does actually take a moment to... I think that Jinx being fully insane is less interesting than Jinx being mostly insane, but having enough self-awareness to be able to have some moments this season where she's looking at the destruction that she's brought.
Yeah.
And being able to go... to think critically about whether or not it's been worth it.
Yeah. I agree.
And I'm excited for some of that stuff, especially once her and her sister meet face to face again, as all the thumbnails for the trailers and things keep telling us they are going to fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Echo ends up on
I know.
We'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
It is.
That the toothy kind of robe is gonna be a very popular cosplay outfit.
Oh, 1,000%. But yeah. We're gonna see all the Arcane cosplays because it's also the final season, right?
Is it?
That's what I thought. I thought they were like, no, we wanted 2 seasons.
I
Maybe
mean,
I'm making that
kind of
up,
makes
but-
sense. Honestly, like if it's gonna take 2.5 years between seasons, just end your story.
Yeah, like I know that they are interested in doing other stuff in the world, but I think for this specific show that like I think that it's just going to be the 2 seasons.
Yeah, and I don't mean that I want it to end. I just mean that I think that in this landscape of television as it is right now, where we're getting it so infrequently, every season should be able to stand on its own perfectly. And then if you do more that is separate. But like I'm feeling this with Rings of Power and House of the Dragon right now, where it's like if it's so sequential and it's such an ongoing story that it just feels like we just stop for 2 years and we come back and there's almost no pacing to like picking it back up.
Yeah, it's too long.
It's not really working for me. And you know, Arcane, this is a show where like I'm so excited for it. I loved most of season 1, right?
Yeah.
Like I was very hot on it.
Yeah. We loved like 98% of it. We were just kind of left a little bummed out with the ending.
But the ending wouldn't have bummed me out as much
if we were like, oh, we know we're gonna get this
in a
next
year.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I there's a lot that I don't remember about the show because it's been 2.5 years, right? And in this modern TV landscape, I do feel like a lot of television is being harmed by the production schedules. Yeah. I feel like the ability to keep an audience. I'm not worried about Arcane. I think Arcane's going to do very well for Netflix.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. I actually don't know what doing well for Netflix means anymore. Like, metrics just seem so irrelevant to art
Yeah, I don't know.
propagating anymore. But the trailer looks amazing. Like, the art style is still one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The use of color in it is stunning. It's somehow both dark and saturated with color, which feels like antithetical ideas that are meshed in a way that I've never seen in animation before.
Yeah.
And I just, I'm so stoked. Like, I'm so happy they're coming back with a bang here.
Me too.
Literal, like all bangs. It was all explosions.
Many large smoke clouds that are very colorful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Cool. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is...
Mommy. I don't...
Which one? If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye.